Being data-driven means making strategic decisions based on empirical evidence rather than intuition, systematically acting on information collected at regular intervals. This involves relentlessly focusing on critical questions, identifying the most important tasks, clarifying the team's core objectives, and rigorously tracking key performance metrics. The sheer scale of modern data, exemplified by facilities capable of storing a yottabyte or 1,000 trillion gigabytes, underscores both the opportunity and imperative of leveraging vast information resources. However, harnessing this potential demands unwavering commitment to data security, quality, and integrity. Without robust protocols to ensure accuracy, protect sensitive information, and maintain consistency, data becomes not an asset but a liability. Organizations that master these principles transform raw data into actionable intelligence, enabling precision in planning, execution, and continuous improvement across all initiatives. This framework categorizes data into three fundamental types, each with distinct characteristics and applications. Structured data, including numbers, text, and dates, is highly organized, easily queryable, and forms the backbone of traditional databases and analytics. In contrast, unstructured data, such as images, videos, and documents, lacks a predefined model, requiring advanced tools like AI for processing and interpretation. Bridging these two is semi-structured data, which blends organizational elements with unstructured content, enabling flexibility for modern web-based and hierarchical data formats. The classification extends to logical data types, encompassing numeric, integer, and character formats, which define how information is stored, processed, and utilized within systems. Understanding these categories is essential for designing efficient data architectures, selecting appropriate analytical tools, and ensuring integrity across collection, storage, and analysis phases. Mastery of data typology empowers organizations to transform raw information into actionable intelligence, regardless of its form or complexity. The data science lifecycle represents a rigorous, iterative process that transforms raw data into actionable intelligence, beginning with identifying problems and understanding business objectives to ensure every analytical effort is strategically aligned. This is followed by systematic data collection and meticulous processing to clean, normalize, and prepare information for analysis. The cycle advances through data modeling and in-depth analysis to uncover patterns, build predictive insights, and validate hypotheses, culminating in model deployment where solutions are operationalized to drive real-world decisions and value. This end-to-end framework emphasizes that data science is not a linear task but a dynamic, repeatable discipline reliant on continuous refinement, ethical rigor, and cross-functional collaboration. Each phase informs the next, creating a closed loop of learning and adaptation that allows organizations to respond to new data, evolving questions, and changing market conditions with precision and agility. Brainstorming is a dynamic, collaborative process designed to generate innovative ideas and solutions by leveraging the collective intelligence of a team, where participants build on each other's contributions free from immediate judgment or criticism. It thrives in an open environment that encourages unrestrained thinking, making it exceptionally effective for tackling complex problems and sparking creativity. While traditional brainstorming prioritizes quantity and freedom of expression without evaluation, advanced brainstorming incorporates structured tools and techniques to streamline the process, reduce friction, and ensure the session remains focused, productive, and aligned with its intended scope and goals. Brainstorming is a dynamic, collaborative process designed to generate innovative ideas and solutions by leveraging the collective intelligence of a team, where participants build on each other's contributions free from immediate judgment or criticism. It thrives in an open environment that encourages unrestrained thinking, making it exceptionally effective for tackling complex problems and sparking creativity. While traditional brainstorming prioritizes quantity and freedom of expression without evaluation, advanced brainstorming incorporates structured tools and techniques to streamline the process, reduce friction, and ensure the session remains focused, productive, and aligned with its intended scope and goals. Interviewing is a systematic, strategic tool for eliciting critical information directly from individuals or groups, relying on carefully crafted questions and meticulous documentation of responses to capture insights accurately. Beyond mere data collection, it serves as a powerful mechanism for building trust and strengthening relationships between project managers and stakeholders, fostering deeper engagement and collaboration. The approach is typically executed through two distinct methods. Structured interviews, which use a precise, predefined set of questions to ensure consistency and comparability, and unstructured interviews, which adopt a flexible, conversational format that adapts to the interviewee's responses, allowing for spontaneous exploration of complex or unexpected topics. Surveying is an exceptionally efficient method for systematically gathering data from a wide audience, enabling the collection of broad, representative insights into attitudes, behaviors, and characteristics related to project specifics or outcomes. It is often the only practical means to capture a statistically significant snapshot of diverse perspectives across large or dispersed groups. As a self-administered tool with minimal control over responses, surveying emphasizes accessibility and scalability, though it requires careful design to ensure clarity, minimize bias, and yield meaningful, actionable data for informed decision-making. A questionnaire is a highly structured data collection instrument featuring predefined response categories, such as multiple choice or scaled questions, designed to generate quantitative, statistically analyzable data efficiently. Its strength lies in standardization. Questions must be exhaustive and unambiguous to minimize interpretation errors, though it may include limited open-ended items to capture nuanced respondent perspectives. Crucially, while all surveys use questionnaires, not all questionnaires are surveys. Surveys represent the broader research methodology that employs questionnaires to systematically gather and analyze responses from individuals or groups, transforming raw answers into actionable insights about behaviors, attitudes, or characteristics. Checklists are deceptively simple yet profoundly effective tools that enforce consistency, accuracy, and completeness in executing tasks by systematically verifying that no critical step is overlooked. They transform complex procedures into manageable, actionable sequences, ensuring work is performed safely, in the correct order, and to a reliable standard every time. To maximize their utility, checklists must be purpose-built, clearly organized, meticulously refined, and rigorously tested to eliminate ambiguity, exemplified by practical applications like a stationary stock checklist, which itemizes essential supplies to maintain operational readiness and prevent resource gaps. When implemented correctly, checklists become non-negotiable instruments of quality and efficiency. Focus groups are a powerful qualitative tool that allows us to dive deep into participant perspectives in a dynamic and interactive way. Typically involving 8 to 12 participants, the strength of a focus group lies in its ability to encourage conversation, spark new thoughts, and bring to the surface nuanced opinions that might not emerge in more structured research formats. Because they're inherently participatory, these sessions become a space where varied experiences can intersect, challenging assumptions and generating rich, multidimensional insights into the topic at hand. That said, conducting an effective focus group requires more than just gathering people in a room. One of the key challenges is maintaining a balanced discussion, ensuring that every voice can be heard, rather than letting a few dominate the conversation. It's also essential for the facilitator to stay neutral, avoiding any cues or biases that could influence the dialogue. Without careful moderation, the data gathered may lose its authenticity and reliability. By being mindful of these potential pitfalls, like distractions, dominant personalities, and unintentional facilitator influence, we can ensure that our findings truly reflect the diversity and depth of the participants' perspectives. What we're looking at here is a more structured and targeted offshoot of the traditional focus group, often referred to as a requirements workshop or a facilitated group session. Unlike broader focus group discussions, this format zeroes in on gathering concrete input specifically around a project's goals, deliverables, and expectations. These sessions are typically led by project managers or business analysts and are designed to foster alignment across stakeholders, clarifying not only what needs to be done but also why it's being done and how success will be defined. The true power of these workshops lies in their ability to bring all key players into the same room, whether literal or virtual, to hash out requirements in real time. It creates an environment for open dialogue, negotiation, and consensus building, which can be far more effective than exchanging endless email threads or piecemeal interviews. Through guided collaboration, these sessions help surface any conflicting expectations early in the process, establish shared understanding, and set a firm foundation for the project. In many cases, this approach significantly reduces the risk of scope creep and missed requirements later down the line. Market research is the backbone of informed decision-making in any organization. At its core, it's a systematic process of collecting and analyzing data to understand market conditions, consumer behavior, and industry trends. This isn't a one-time effort, it's an ongoing practice that helps businesses stay relevant and responsive in a constantly evolving environment. Market research can be conducted internally, using existing company data and customer interactions, or externally through third-party studies and field investigations. Both sources contribute valuable insights that can shape product development, marketing strategies, and even long-term vision. At a deeper level, market research is about bridging the gap between facts and perceptions. It digs into the hard data, like sales numbers or demographic statistics, while also uncovering the emotional and psychological drivers behind consumer choices. Questions like, what do people really need? Or what motivates their loyalty, are just as crucial as tracking market trends or competitor moves. Research tools can range from structured surveys and interviews to digital tracking and observation. And sometimes, organizations outsource this function to specialized agencies for broader reach or objective analysis. Ultimately, the goal is to align business offerings with genuine customer desires while anticipating where the market is headed next. When conducting market research, ethical responsibility must guide every step of the process. It's not just about collecting data, it's about how we treat the people who provide it and the integrity with which we handle the information. First and foremost, participants must be fully informed and willing. There should be no coercion, misdirection, or hidden agendas. Ensuring transparency means clearly explaining the purpose of the research, how the data will be used, and providing a genuine choice to opt in or out. Securing organizational approvals and following established codes of conduct reinforces trust and accountability within the research framework. Equally important is the responsibility to protect participants' privacy and maintain confidentiality. Responses must never be traced back to individuals unless explicitly agreed upon. Researchers should never manipulate opinions or steer responses in a biased direction, as this compromises both the ethics and the accuracy of the findings. Beyond ethical conduct, there's also a responsibility in how results are presented. The insights gathered need to be translated into meaningful, understandable visuals using the appropriate tools, charts, graphs, dashboards, or infographics, so stakeholders can grasp the data's implications quickly and accurately. Ultimately, ethical integrity paired with thoughtful presentation transforms raw data into responsible, actionable knowledge. Benchmarking is a strategic approach that helps organizations evaluate their performance by comparing their products, processes, or practices against others, either internally over time or externally with peers. The goal is to identify top-performing methods and use them as a standard for improvement. This isn't just about spotting gaps, but about learning from proven practices and setting realistic, data-driven goals for progress. Internally, benchmarking is highly reliable because it's based on past executions, making it detailed and often applicable to every activity. Externally, while comparisons may be less exact due to different conditions, external benchmarks still offer valuable insights. Industry reports or competitor data can inspire innovation and highlight areas where major improvements are possible. Whether internal or external, benchmarking helps teams move from assumption to informed action.